Hello, everybody. We are the externs for Left Coast Wholesale, and we'll get to introducing ourselves individually in a little bit. For the agenda today, first we'll go through some introductions of ourselves, the externs, as well as the business that we got to work with and our project goals. And then we'll go into some more detail about our 3 projects: the social media project, the branding project, the market research project. And then at the end, we'll conclude with our takeaways from our 3 projects and the program as a whole. Introductions. So this is our team. Our extern host was Luke Soberman from Left Coast Wholesale, and our mentor was Elizabeth Middleman. I'm Emily Tran, and the rest of my team are Elif Yildirim and Tran. So about Left Coast Wholesale. Left Coast Wholesale is a dedicated team of growing experts with deep roots in the cultivation industry. We manufacture and distribute top quality products to retail stores and online merchants throughout the United States. We have sub-brands like Sun Grower and Garden Tap. And below we have links to the Left Coast Wholesale website and the Left Coast Wholesale Instagram. So for our project goals, for our 3 projects, our first project was to create engaging Left Coast Wholesale social media content. And our second project was to rebrand the Sun Grower logo and packaging. And our third project was to conduct SEO and demographic research for Garden Tap. Okay, and then moving on to our social media project.
Thank you, Emily. So going over our social media project for a starting point, we gathered these numbers from Left Coast Wholesale's Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And from these platforms, Emily used an average likes calculator on the last 5 posts, and then created a chart for us to see which social media accounts had the highest average likes, comments, and engagement rate. And obviously we see Instagram taking the lead for the highest average likes and comments. Although they had a couple thousand followers on each of the social media platforms, the engagement rate was still pretty low. And Left Coast Wholesale did not have a TikTok account to market their products. So we wanted to encourage video creation through TikTok. Next slide, please. And their current social media strategy targeted gardens and hydroponic stores. The contents were mainly images and some videos, and there were 0 posts in April through May and 11 posts in June. So we did see a little bit of inconsistency in posting on social media.
And about what we propose about social media strategy, we included TikTok to our existing platforms, and we retargeted our audience for Garden Tap, beginner gardeners, and frequency for posting 2 to 3 times a week. And we offer type of contents like videos, reels, polls, stories, challenges, and giveaways. Like I mentioned before, our proposed video content, short videos for TikTok and Instagram Reels. You can see our gardens in these videos thanks to Luke. He sent us a few products and we became beginner gardeners. And we propose to have informational and simple videos for beginners like us. And we try to use trending music to increase our reach. Next slide, please. About other proposed contents, hosting giveaways to people to follow us or share their emails for future retargeting. Using polls to engage with followers, especially successful on LinkedIn. And starting Garden Grow Up Challenge on Garden Tap TikTok to encourage users to show off their products. Posting Instagram stories on holidays or at trade shows to stay top of mind. sharing gardening articles on LinkedIn to encourage comments on Left Coast Wholesale LinkedIn. This is our social media spreadsheet, a spreadsheet outlining our ideas for Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and TikTok. You can see in the spreadsheet our audience, our purpose, metrics, caption, text, and the content in here. Next slide, please.
Our other social media efforts included reaching out to gardener Instagrams for collaboration. For example, Sunshine Farm Life on Instagram. We found her and we saw that her reels, she took us through her gardening journey, and her comment section is really active. So there's a great community for us to market our brand there. And then next, we made an email template that would be used to send out to influencers that we found were a good fit to our company's mission. And we also had a spreadsheet of TikTok inspiration videos for future references. And this is the email template that I came up with. The first part introduces Left Coast Wholesale, what it is, who we are, and what we do. The second paragraph goes over how we relate to the content of the influencer and kind of pitching in why we want them to collaborate with us. And then the third part goes into details of the product that will be sent to the influencer in our PR package. And then we wrap it up with email. We wrap up the email with our information and links to our social media. And that is all for our first project. Now moving on to our sun grower branding project. So for this project, our goal is to rebrand the style of sun grower to target more middle-aged audiences and cannabis growers. So starting off with the logo, the criteria that the logo should meet are that it should have bright colors. It works in black and white. It must have a trendy font. It's simple and clean. It has less harsh lines and variations. And then I used Canva to come up with the 3 logos in the bottom. And then our extern host, Luke, mentioned that he really liked the first one. So I took that feedback and made it into the packaging suggestion. So for the packaging, this is what I came up with. Again, I used Canva for the packaging, and I used customer canvas to paste it on a design template. The logo is in the top center, and there's a small description of the product, and there's logos for 3 benefits so that it's more visually appealing to the audience. It's UV coated, it's BPA free, and it's 6-inch squares. And in the bottom, you can see a visual of the netting, the trellis netting itself.
Okay, moving on to our last project, the market research project. We first took a look at what the goals were for Geopot, Geoflora, and GardenTap.com in terms of audiences that they wanted to reach. And that gave us some direction on our research. And using the information we found about Gen Z and millennial gardeners, we were able to compose these 3 target personas to give a better direction for GardenTap when targeting for their audience. We also used our research to develop suggestions for GardenTap.com in order for them to retarget beginner gardeners in that age range, including adding more reviews and simplifying the information to make it more accessible for beginners. And we also provided keyword recommendations using keywords that were more likely to be searched by beginner gardeners. And on top of that, we provided some ideas for growth for GardenTap.com in order to provide other avenues for reaching that target audience. Some of them include customized grow kits, reaching out to certain Facebook groups, and also leaving discounts for reviews or bonuses for referrals. And to wrap up, our expectations for our 3 projects are, if Left Coast Wholesale follows our social media recommendations, they will engage current followers and reach new ones. And if Sungrower rebrands their style, they will reach their audience to, they will increase their reach to the cannabis audience. And if Garden Tap follows our website recommendations, it will become the most visited site for Gen Z and millennial beginner gardeners. Great, and now our takeaways.
So through this externship, some soft skills we gain are project management, teamwork, remote work, communication, organization, and presenting. And hard skills we gained are we use a little bit of Hootsuite, social media, we use Canva a lot, Google Suite, Premiere Pro, market research, and SEO. And then just a little bit of comment from our experience at AMA. I really enjoyed working with my team. I learned so much about social media marketing, and I'm so proud of how our project turned out. Thank you to our mentor, extern host, and my team for this amazing experience.
And this was a really fun project to work on. I really wish I could do more. I learned a lot about project management that I think will help me pursue a career in account management. So thank you to our mentor, extern host, and team for all of your hard work.
It has always been exciting for me to work with new people and develop skills. I'm very glad that AMA SF Externship Academy gave us this opportunity. Our extern host, Luke, was very helpful. Our mentor's optimism spread to our team as well, and we completed a project that we are really proud of. And thank you so much.
So for our next steps for Left Coast Wholesale, we hope that you move on to creating a TikTok account for your Garden Tap brand and start sharing videos on TikTok as well as Instagram Reels, and continue to make updates to the Garden Tap website and the Sun Grower branding. And for us, we hope to someday become AMA members, as well as seek full-time or part-time roles in social media, and continue to grow our gardens, thanks to Left Coast Wholesale. And so here we have some links to the works that we've mentioned throughout our presentation. And lastly, we have our gardens and the progress that we've made with them. Thank you.
Great job. Let's give them a round of applause.
Thank you so much.
Great job, guys. I'd love to open up the floor for any comments or questions.
I want to say thanks to the team. This was a ton of fun. It was great working with everyone. I think they did an amazing job. There was a lot of insights we gained and some really unique perspectives. And I particularly liked, helping work with the team on getting their garden started, and the learning process they went through was really informative for us. So I think there's a lot of really useful content we're going to be using going forward. And so, yeah, just thanks for setting up the program. I also want to thank Eric Widener for bringing this to our attention in the first place. So really appreciate it, everyone.